let's talk about 3 things you might need to stop doing in your interactions in order to save yourself some time and some of that precious mental energy. Number 1, justifying and explaining your choices to people. Often we jump in with these big long spiels telling them, everything that's gone through our heads as we've thought them through. And we jump in and do that before the other person has even asked. We're thinking, because it's so important to us, it must be that important to the other people too. And that's usually just not true. And if you flip roles, you'll notice when other people tell you stuff, you're almost never going to ask them for that explanation. So sit back, don't jump in and justify your choices unless you really need to. The second thing you might need to stop doing is to stop trying to convince people that your way is the right way. Look, it might be something that could save someone years on their life, but it's not up to you to convince them of that. That decision is their own. You can share, but stop putting so much energy into trying to convince people that you are right. We all do it. Number 3, the final thing is to stop talking more than you're listening. Oftentimes we're just jumping in there and guessing what the other person is saying and trying to make this cohesive story in our minds, whereas if we just sit back, the other person will tell us in a lot less time. When you're listening, actually be an active listener. Don't just listen for your turn to talk, and you will find those interactions not only go much more smoothly, but much more quickly as well. When you are listening, the other person is going to be willing to talk. So if any of those apply to you, try them out, see how they help you not only save time, but just save some frustration on both ends.